whoever is chosen for president of the United States for the upcoming 2012 year has to definitely find a way to improve our educational system. I know that for a fact that the U.S. as a whole is really lacking in funding for all our public schools. So I feel like the only way that America can be number one is by focusing on education and improving programs like art and music.
That it needs to be improved, especially student loans. Going into college, being from a middle-income family, I don't know how much money I'll get if I'll be able to afford my dream school.
Education is very important because it allows students to get better jobs in the future and be able to succeed and contribute to the nation. So that's why it's very important that the government helps us with our education and gives us money to be able to go to college.
Wait.
What is your view on education?
My view on education is that all the good teachers, they usually fire them. Like, example, Mr. McGregor was a good math teacher, they let him go. Miss Ebor was a good business teacher, our only business teacher, and they let her go. Miss Price was a good Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 teacher, they let her go, so this should be changed.
Education.
I feel education is pretty solid right now, but as far as the materials that we have specifically in public schools, I think it should be more money out of the government that goes towards that. Like as far as like the books that we have, a lot of the pages are torn out, pictures are torn out, people are writing on the books, so I feel like more money should go into buying newer materials for public schools.
I think that they should prepare us more for college and get us more college ready. There are many topics that I'd like to address. The main one, I believe, is education. Education sets the foundation for the future.
Therefore, it should be more invested in.
We should not be spending over $700 billion for defense.
It's not going to hurt our country if we cut back on military spending.
Anything it'll help the citizens of America.
That's why I believe, as a presidential candidate, that we should invest at least 15% of the military spending into education.
There are 2 ways we will distribute the money.
5% will be invested on teachers. We need to make sure that new teachers are able to keep their jobs. Seniority will be removed based on their teaching methods. This is a new generation, and there are new teachers out there with new teaching methods that we haven't seen yet. How can they experience their job and their methods when other teachers who don't have accurate teaching methods are still at work?
Sum it up.
They will be fired based on their performance, not on how the students perform.
That's fair to me.
Rest of the 10% that we're cutting off of military spending will go into schools, into public schools in general, which means that they will have more money for renovations and for school supplies, as well as probably helping out support field trips and also help out the athletics program.
I like this idea.
If I was elected president, there would be a change. The voices of the citizens will be heard and not suppressed.
Other parties.
You mean the bamboo party and the after party?
The party has a childish mascot. I mean, come on. Their mascot is a panda. That's an endangered species. Kind of like their campaign. And I honestly can't even take them seriously. I mean, there's only one guy in that group full of girls. Okay, whatever.
Party's a clever name, but it's not for a campaign. They won't have an after party because they won't win.